Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to conclude the series from last week where we talked about the backlog updates from a year ago. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, for this video, this is updates that were on the backlog a year ago regarding the largest of updates on that backlog. So we're going to jump right into it. First off, we have an Araxor quest. This is basically just to give some backstory in the boss and give you some detail as to how it's in the area that it is, how it plays into the people of Port Phasmatis and the whole Mortania area, etc. That's something we never got to see the light of day yet. I don't know the status on that, and keep in mind, I don't know the status of anything on this backlog, if any of these are still on the backlog, etc. Moving on, we have the Aura rework, bringing down the prices and gain currency from logging in. Something that many players have wanted for a very long time, and it's very surprising that we haven't had any work on it. They've mentioned it here and then over the year or so, but it doesn't seem like much work has been made. So it's really unfortunate to see that nothing has been done in that regard. Probably one of the biggest updates that players have wanted, aside from, bank rework or something like that. Moving on, we have the challenge improvements. This is just bringing parity across challenges and reducing daily scape. The idea of making some consistency along with, the various different challenges you get every day. Some of them are very simple, some of them are very lengthy, and they give various different amounts of XP across the different skills. So just bringing those a little bit more in line with each other, and again, reducing daily scape. Another thing we have not seen in the game yet. Next up, we have a clan boss. Don't know exactly how this will work, but it's probably some kind of group activity you do within your citadel or something along those lines. Don't know exactly how interesting this would be, but if you're really into your clan and you like to do clan activities, it would have been something that I'm sure you would have liked to get your teeth into, but again, nothing that we've seen in the game. Moving on, we have the guild overhaul, making the various guilds in RuneScape relevant. This is again something that hasn't really been touched on. You're going to see that theme throughout this list, but it was slightly addressed with the mining and smithing rework, making the Artisan's Workshop the new quasi-smithing guild, per se. Although it's not, overhauling any existing ones, but hopefully we do see some of these things addressed soon, maybe sometime this year. We'll have to see. The next large update is the Cramton Temple. This is essentially just pyramid plunder for woodcutting. Obviously, it would be placed in the Karamja area. We did get the woodcutting idols, which was a woodcutting update in the Karamja area, although it was kind of small and I'm not entirely sure if people still do it, even though they do give some pretty good bonuses, and if you get the right bonus you can get some of the best XP in the game, but who knows to see the status on that. But it would be interesting, a new active way to train your woodcutting. I'd be welcome to something like that. Next up, we have the player owned town. Become a mayor and unlock various different characters in your town. I don't know where the setting of this would take place, but this is just an extension of the player-owned ports style of content, if you enjoyed that. Don't know what kind of rewards would be associated with this, but it would be cool. Again, I don't know what town they would use or whatever the case may be, but something we still have not yet to see. Moving on, we have a skill guide rework. This will be offering more info on the unlocks. This is the skill guide when you click on one of your skill icons in your skills list in game, and then it pops up that entire list of all the things you can unlock throughout the levels. So a rework to that. I'm not entirely sure why that's considered a large update. Maybe it is on the back end, but I think they've done some tidying here and there every now and then since the past year that this has been on the backlog. So I think some work has been done, but maybe not to the extent that was imagined when this document came out. Anyways, finally moving on to the final thing on the larger update list, and we have a Virago Origins quest. Much like the beginning of this list with the Araxor quest, it's just delving into the roots of Virago, why he's there, how he works, how he operates, how everybody interacted with him, maybe a look at the past of what he's done, those kinds of things. Another thing that we have yet to see, and would be a very interesting quest. I don't know what direction they plan on going with that, or if they still have interest in doing that. But do let me know what you guys think about everything discussed discussed in this video. It's very unfortunate that pretty much nothing on this list, aside from some slight aspects to some of these, has actually made it into the game. That being the Smithing Guild or the Artisan's Workshop, and the slight changes to the Steel Guide interface. Again, I do not know the status of the current backlog, how much of these updates have actually been booted or are still on the log and waiting content work or dev work, whatever the case may be. Let me know what you guys think about it. What do you want to see the most out of this list? And with that, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I'm out. Peace.